Devin Willock is a legend. The mind thinks, but the heart knows. So to know Devin Willock is to love everything he represents. A 6'7", 335-pound football player who knew how to intimidate on the field and purposely worked as a member of his community and public figure not too off the field. He mastered that at 20 years old. He's engaging, thoughtful, mindful of everything he subjected himself to and everyone he interacted with. He's a planner, had goals, and committed to achieve them academically, athletically, and professionally. He was very selective. He didn't engage with everyone. He found joy in being around people who he saw components of himself, who he was striving to be in them. That's what made it easy to be around him, because he saw a kindred heart in you. It was impossible, at least for me, to leave any interaction with him not thinking to myself, that was valuable and I enjoyed my time with him. Year 20 ended in tragedy. We hurt, we mourned. We are in disbelief because he was an absolute treasure to any and everyone that knew him. How amazing is that? The immediate highs and lows are what makes it so hard to come to grips with. However, knowing Devin and the joy he expressed to me during his year 20 is something that he will want people to know. Coming into the 2022 football season, Devin mentally and physically prepared and made a note to himself that he wanted to be a starter for the team. He articulated that to his inner circle, family, and coaches. After a battle in camp, he didn't become a starter on the field physically, but mentally it was it, and there was no going back. Devin's end goal was to be drafted highly and play on Sundays. So year 20 for him had to prepare himself and practice to go up against Jalen Carter every day, 1 year after battling Jordan Davis. He embraced that challenge based on confidence in himself and knowing he was going to prepare him where he wanted to go. Devin also had to understand the playbook for multiple positions and took reps at both left and right guard in rotation. When Devin, who envisioned himself as a starter, was committed to excelling his reps in practice and in the game. Those that went up against him understood that. Believe me when I say that those guys had a more difficult time with Devin than they did in the game. When Devin was tasked to get his first start against Tennessee, who was the #1 team in the country, Devin was confident and prepared to ensure he would be an asset, not a liability. After the game, he's most proud of how he didn't do anything different mentally or physically that he'd been doing all year, reassuring his mindset and commitment to be a starter. As part of the offensive line rotation, Devin was prepared mentally and physically to come up in different positions at different times and held up his end of the bargain with the back-to-back national champion offensive line that only allowed 9 sacks in 15 games, a college football team record. Devin maintained a 3.0 GPA. Devin's goal was to be drafted into the NFL, own his own business regarding real estate, following the lead and teaching of business dealings like his parents. He was also marketing himself as a big man, had more to offer to the world than just his physical attributes, and wanted to be treated as such. Devin was a go-getter, and he embraced life for all that it gave him opportunity to obtain. He was not waiting for validation. He was a rapid learner, a strategic mind beyond his years. He was getting what he wanted one way or another based on the work and commitment he had made to himself and others. Who he is will never be lost. This message to you that will live forever is that Devin Willock is a legend, and we're better for knowing that.
Go Dogs.